morning. You're welcome again to Strictly Business. Here I speak strictly about business. Last time I started talking about sales, how to sell anything like a pro. And today I'm going to take it a notch higher. I'm going to speak about a few other things around the subject of sales. Today I'm going to tell you about how you can close deals easily. So I'm taking this on the premise of that assumption that you have already identified and achieved, you've identified your customer, your ideal customer, and then you have achieved the product customer fit, which I spoke about in the last video. You can check it out somewhere up there. And then now I'm going to show you how you can close deals. So you already have this basic things done, identify the customers, and then you have the fit. Now, how do you get things across to this customer and get them to buy? Now, there are 3 or 4 major things I'm going to share with you today. The first is when you are approaching potential customers, do not sell the product. Mark my words, do not sell the product. When you are reaching out to a new customer or a return customer, what you should be focused on is to sell the problem. Most people do not even realize that they have a problem until you point it to them or bring their attention to it. So a person may be thirsty, but the person may be lost in many other things, and because of that, they don't recognize that they are thirsty. And so when you market or focus on the problem, you're letting them know, excuse me, your lips are dry, you look dehydrated, are you tired? And then the person comes to that awareness like, oh, I'm actually, dehydrated. I'm thirsty. Oh, here's a drink. This drink will, help you gain, it's going to help you gain, water. You're going to, all the lost fluid, you're going to recover it. And then it also has glucose to strengthen you so that you can, and then you can go blah, 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 blah. But do not make the mistake of going headlong on the product first. You should, first of all, sell the problem. And then when the person gets interested in the problem, you use the problem to gain the person's attention, then you can now bring forward the product to say, hey, this is the product to solve this problem. So smart marketers focus on selling problems instead of products. Remember, in the initial stage, you had to find a product customer fit. Now you are selling the problem. And when you gain the person's attention, you arouse the person's curiosity, you set the person on that intrigue mode, then you present the product. Because at that point in time, the person is receptive to your suggestions of what can solve the problem. Now, number 2, when you have got this person to that point, you must check 3 major boxes. And these boxes are like my rule of thumb for anyone who's going to buy anything from me. If I cannot check these 3 boxes for you, there's no sale. I'm not going to waste my time further with you. And I think this will work for just about anybody, who is trying to make a sale. Now, number 1 thing is the person must be interested in acquiring the solution or the product. Remember, you saw the problem and then you presented the solution or the product. Now, this person must be interested in getting the product or the solution to that problem. When you check this box, you can move on to the next one, because if the person is not even interested at all, the other 2 don't matter. So you must find creative ways to get this person interested in the product. Number 2 box that you have to check is that the person must be able to pay. This one is very, very important. There are many people who want a Bentley. They're interested in a Bentley, but they cannot afford to pay for a Bentley. They can't afford it. Oh, I love that duplex. It's so beautiful. In Atlantic City, Eco Atlantic, I love it. But hey, can I afford it? Affordability is a very critical question when you're trying to make a sale. If the person cannot afford it, forget about it. So, number 1, the person must be willing, must be interested. And then number 2, the person must be able to pay. Number 3 box you have to check, very important, that the person is willing to pay. A person can be interested, they can be able to pay, but they may not be willing to pay. And these are the ones that are most tricky. Because you find some potential customers, oh, you've done the product client customer fit, you've solved the problem to them, you've presented the solution, they are very interested in it, and you know that they have the capacity to pay for it, but they're not paying, they're not buying, they're just resisting, okay, no, just remind me next week, I'll get back to you on it. What they're simply telling you, that they're not saying out clearly, wow, is I am not willing to pay. Even if I can afford it, I am not willing to pay. So you must be looking out for people who are, number one, able to pay, interested in the product, and willing to pay. That willingness is the sale. If you cannot achieve the willingness, then there is no sale. So, my big message to you today is this: ensure that you're selling the problem, not the product. And then you present the product after you got the person's attention with the problem. Next, you check the box to see that this person is actually interested in the product or the solution that you're presenting to them. And then the next one is that the person can afford it, mean that you have sized them up, or you have at least heard, the fact that maybe they bought something similar before, or they have the capacity, the financial capacity to meet, the requirements to acquire that solution or the product. And then the last thing is the person must be willing to pay. Willingness is the crux of the matter when it comes to making a sale. And if a person is not willing to pay, then there is no sale. So go ahead today, check those boxes, those 4 boxes, and then ensure that you make a sale. I'll be looking forward to your comments in the comment section below. And please remember to subscribe to my channel. I'll be here sharing with you great and deep insights, practical insights as far as business is concerned. See you in the next video.